are the children of the night. We are the denizens of the dark, cloaked in blackest shadow. We are the fallen angels, soaring through ebon skies upon ravens' wings. We are the wolves that prowl the midnight hours to prey upon the harmless. We are the descendants of the dragon's blood, the keepers of the ancient flame. We are the chosen ones, who dare to explore the mysteries of the unseen realms. We are legion, for we are many. And united, we cannot be vanquished.
When comparing notes on spiritual experiences recorded, it is often said that when outlining the realm that separates the living world from the realm of demons, that there is a large chain embedded within the earth between the two realms. This barrier is the fossilization marker that separates the mass exodus era that stretches around the world. An era also labeled as the Great Dying. It is believed that for whatever reason all life about 300 million years ago suddenly died in a massive global catastrophe that included a massive rush of ocean water with a large enough tsunami wave to sweep over the entire North American continent from both directions and covered it completely, forcing the bodies of the dinosaurs to be carried into the strip of fossilized remains found along a large valley-like region along the central US. The same type of pattern can be found in both the Siberian desert and in Australia. All three dating to have been caused at the same time. The geological evidence reveals that a lot of the surface was scorched almost instantaneously by some sort of high amount of heat that spanned the surface of the earth from one end to the other in approximately 45 minutes, burning every tree and green thing into cinders. This would have occurred after the mass flood event, as most of the plant and vegetation was swept into these three regions along with the bodies, and is what makes the very coal deposits of the world's supply. Every piece of coal comes from a mine that carbon dated to about 300 million years old, and other plant and animal remains compressed underground, into pockets that formed into coal mines over time. Considering the evidence gathered on the supernatural and spirits of those who died that linger in the living usually are attached to some sort of personal physical object or their bodies' remains. Based on these two factors and the description of demons and their detestment of the world of man and their desire to rule the surface once again and their banishment from the surface along with their myths of ravenous hunger for human flesh, I have concluded that demons are the spiritual remnants of the dinosaurs that still linger due to their spiritual essence being held here through their remains embedded within the coal deposit.
Astronomers say the Earth, the Moon, the Sun, and the entire solar system are moving toward the bright star Vega, in the constellation Lyra, at about 40,000 miles per hour. Vega, the fifth brightest star in the sky, means he shall be exalted. It is part of the summer triangle and, with fellow triangle stars Deneb, the Lord comes, and Altair, the wounding, tells the Genesis 3:15 story of the seed of woman, who will come, be wounded, and be exalted. Vega is located in the constellation Lyra, the harp, which is pictured as a harp with wings of an eagle. It represents God's Holy Spirit, which comes to live in those who are his children. The meaning of the name of Vega, he shall be exalted, illustrates that the primary function of the Holy Spirit is to exalt Christ in the believer. The association of the Holy Spirit with the harp illustrates the role that the Spirit plays in the praise of God and the power of music in the praise and worship of God. While my life is written in the stars, it's not as awesome as God's prophecies, but it is cool nonetheless. I've been made into a Greek demigod, huh? Now isn't that redundant? The
last fire will rise behind those eyes. Black house will rock. Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear. That voice so clear through broken walls. That scream I hear. Cry, little sister. Come to your brother. Unchain me, sister. Love is with your brother. Blue masquerade, strangers look on. When will they learn this loneliness? Temptation heat beats like a drum deep in your veins. I'll live nine lives, little sister. Come to your brother. Unchain me, sister. Love is with your brother. My Shangri-La, I can't forget why you were mine. I need you now. Cry, little sister. Come to your brother. Unchain me, sister. Love is with your brother. Cry, little sister.
circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? He had such a knowledge of the dark side, he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. Learn to know the dark side of the Force, and you will be able to save your wife from certain death. You do know, don't you? If the Jedi destroy me, any chance of saving her will be lost. A young Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil, helped the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. He betrayed and murdered your father.
We're asking you back, Ahsoka. I'm asking you back.
The fear of loss is a path to the dark side.
Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. Know what you will become.
Sense great fear in you, Skywalker. You have hate. You have anger. Please, no!
Young Skywalker is in pain. Terrible
What have I done?
Who could have done this?
You underestimate my power!
Don't try it.
You're going down a path I can't follow. I was beginning to believe I knew who you were behind that mask. But it's impossible. My master could never be as vile as you.
Anakin Skywalker was weak. The Force is strong with you. A powerful Sith you will become. Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last.
Let her go, Anakin! Let her go!
I killed them. And not just the men, but the women. And the children, too. I hate them!
I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire!
Your new empire? I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them! Bring balance to the Force! Not leave it in darkness!
It seems in your anger, you killed her.
I couldn't have. She was alive. I felt it.
You were my brother, Anakin! I loved you!
Search your feelings, Father. I feel the conflict within you. Let go of your hate.
It is too late for me, son.
Ahsoka.
Anakin, I won't leave you. Not this time.
I promise you. I will even learn to stop people from dying.
Why didn't you tell me? You told me Vader betrayed and murdered my father.
Your father was seduced by the dark side of the Force. He ceased to be Anakin Skywalker and became Darth Vader. When that happened, the good man who was your father was destroyed.
But why must you confront him?
Because there is good in him. I felt it.
What did he show you?
I have seen what I become, and I cannot let that happen.
And for this you join him? Your destiny can change just as quickly as the love in one's heart can fade. Nothing is set in stone.
But I will cause so much pain.
Your thoughts betray you, Father. I feel the good in you, the conflict.
There is no conflict.
I made this for you, so you'd remember me. I carved it out of a poor snippet. It'll bring you good fortune.
It's beautiful, but I don't need this to remember you by. Many things will change when we reach the capital, Annie. But my caring for you will remain.
Join me, and I will complete your training. With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy. The Emperor has been expecting you.
I know, Father.
So, you have accepted the truth.
I've accepted the truth that you were once Anakin Skywalker, my father.
That name no longer has any meaning for me.
It is the name of your true self you've only forgotten. I know there is good in you. The Emperor hasn't driven it from you fully.
When I was out there, alone, all I had was your training and the lessons you taught me. And because of you, I did survive. And not only that, I was able to lead others to survive as well.
I don't know what to say.
I do. Thank you, Master.
I'll never turn to the dark side. You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Father, please! You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them! Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness!
I get the feeling you're going to be the death of me.
Don't say that, Master. You're the closest thing I have to a father.
There's so many. Do they all have a system of planets?
Most of them.
First one to see them all.
Be brave and don't look back. Don't look back. Hold me like you did by the lake on Naboo. So long ago when there was nothing but our love. No politics, no plotting, no war.
for my brother Anakin! I love you!
Tell your sister